Welcome to Rooted Insights, a podcast for women in their second season of life who spent years caring for everyone else kids, partners, work, households, holding it all together while quietly putting your own needs on the back burner. If you now find yourself wondering, what's next for me? What do I really want for my life now? And how do I start prioritizing myself without dropping everything else? You're in the right place. Hi, I'm Dr. Kelley, a health and well-being specialist and mind-body expert. And here we blend grounded, science-informed practices into everyday life so we can better support our hard-working nervous systems, emotional well-being, and step more fully into our authentic selves. In earlier episodes, we've talked about the nervous system, the power of pause, boundaries without guilt, and redefining success from the inside out. Today, we're going to talk about something many women in this season know all too well, but rarely speak about with compassion. We're talking about pain and discomfort in the body, and what happens when you stop fighting it and start learning its unique, personal language. This is a very personal conversation for me. For many, many years, I lived with chronic low back pain and sciatica that was so intense and unpredictable that would literally take me to my knees, unable to move without pain, and some days barely able to function. At my lowest point, it felt like my body had betrayed me. What changed everything wasn't just treatment or exercises, and believe me, I tried them all. It was finally learning to listen and view my body with new ears and eyes, and adding mind-body science practices I learned during graduate school. Today, I want to share how learning the language of my own body, and even saying thank you to my pain, completely changed my relationship with myself and how I continue to move through this mid-season of life. In this middle stretch of life, many women begin to experience more persistent symptoms: back pain, neck tension, headaches, gut issues, hormonal shifts, strange aches and pains that seem to move around and come out of nowhere, or waves of fatigue that don't match what's on the calendar or what you did that day. From a nervous system and an interoceptive perspective, your body is not being dramatic. It's trying to get your attention. Interoception is just a science word for your ability to sense what's happening inside your body: heartbeat, breath, tension, temperature, fullness, pain. When life has been busy and outward focused for decades, those signals often have to get louder through discomfort, pain, or illness in order to be heard. And know that they typically start out as a whisper. For years, my low back pain was that messenger. I saw it as the enemy, something to push through, ignore, or numb, so I could just keep going. It wasn't until I began working more deeply with body-based practices like the meridians in Chinese medicine, IBMT, which is integrative body-mind technique, neurolinguistic programming, Ayurveda, somatic yoga, and many other energy modalities, that something shifted for me. It was through these modalities and techniques and my never-ending quest to fix my situation and my back that I learned that truly listening to my own body and regularly communicating with her was more powerful than all those things combined. It was then that I suddenly realized, oh, this pain is not random. It's a language. It's how my physical body is communicating with me. It's my body saying, something here is too much or not enough, or please pay attention to me. In this season of life, your body is often the one telling the truth first, giving you gentle nudges or hints that what you're doing is not sustainable or no longer in your shared best interest for optimal health and well-being. The question then becomes, will you argue with it, ignore it, or start to learn what it's actually trying to say? One powerful method I had the honor of training in with the founder, Dr. Yin Tang, was integrative body-mind training, or IBMT for short. It's a mindfulness-based practice that grew out of Eastern traditions and modern neuroscience. Unlike techniques that emphasize strong effort or forcing the mind to be quiet, IBMT and others like it invite a state of restful alertness, where you're guided to notice your breath, your body, and your inner experience with a relaxed, open awareness and no judgment. Dr. Tang is a respected researcher and professor, and has published many studies showing the effectiveness of IBMT and other similar protocols. He found that even a brief practice such as these can improve attention and self-regulation, shift both brain activity and autonomic nervous system activity, which includes heart rate variability and breathing patterns. They also support a more balanced body-mind state, which is exactly what many of us are craving in this season. Now, you don't have to go out and study IBMT. You can adopt the foundation of what it teaches by learning to bring greater awareness and attention to your body, both from the inside and out. When you pair an integrated body awareness practice with interoception, which is mindful, curious sensing of inner signals, you're essentially building a new kind of two-way communication system between your brain and your body. Instead of only sending commands down, keep going, push through, don't stop, you start receiving information up, like this is too much, I need rest, I need movement, I need a nap, I need a walk, I just need a little bit of quiet, I need some water, I need some nourishment, or I need a better boundary. That's what allowed me to relate to my back pain differently. Instead of, why won't you just stop hurting me and fix yourself already? It became, what are you trying to show me? Where am I out of alignment with how I'm living, moving, or holding everything? Now, it didn't make the pain fun or necessarily take it away, but it stopped making it the enemy, and that was an important part of the healing journey. I want to share a little more about that season of low back pain, because I know some of you are living with your own version of it right now. For years, my pattern was push through, override, take care of everyone else, and just get things done because I believed I had to or because I could. My back would seize at the most inconvenient times, bending to pick something up, reaching for something, sometimes just turning the wrong way or coughing or sneezing. It would feel like a lightning bolt in my spine. I'd freeze, sometimes unable to move or breathe deeply without intense pain. At first, I treated my back like a broken machine part, something to fix so I could get back to being useful. But as I deepened into body-based work, with more intentional body scans, better regular communication with my body, and a different mindset about pain and the co-collaborative relationship I was in with my body, I started experimenting with something that felt very strange at first, talking to my pain as if it were a messenger, not a malfunction, and speaking to my body every day like she was my closest and dearest friend, checking in with her and asking her if she needed me to do anything for her. And when the pain flared, instead of immediately going to anger, frustration, or fear, I began to say, and sometimes out loud, "Thank you, pain, for getting my attention. What is it you're trying to show me right now? And is there anything I can do to help you?" Sometimes the answer was very practical, like, "You've been sitting too long," or "Your core is tired, you need to move differently." Or sometimes it was emotional. "You're carrying more responsibility than your system can handle today." Or, "You skipped all your own mental pauses this week." Or, "You're just doing too much today, I need a break." And sometimes it was about aging in this season of life. You can't live like you're 25 anymore. Your body needs a kinder pace. Over time, this shifted my relationship with my own body from betrayed to befriended. I started greeting my body like a longtime friend. "Hello, body. I'm here. I'm listening. How can I best take care of you today?" There's a sweet line from Thich Nhat Hanh that goes, "Breathing in, I know I have a body. Breathing out, I am home." And this phrase became very real for me. The pain certainly didn't vanish overnight, but it stopped feeling like an enemy. It became a guidance system, one I still listen to every single day. Let's ground this in something you can try. You can do a short version right now, or just listen along as I run through the exercise. And then you can explore a longer version later on when you have more space and time. I call it the body scan. Thank you, pain. So if it's safe to do so, you might close your eyes as I run through this or soften your gaze. But note that this is a more quickened version than you would ideally want to try on your own. So you want to settle and breathe into your space. Feel your feet on the floor or your body supported lying in bed if it's more comfortable for you. You want to take a slow, deep, easy breath in through the nose, like you're gently blowing up a balloon in your belly. Then take a slightly longer breath out through your mouth, like you're letting all the air out of the balloon. No forcing, just a gentle lengthening of the breath. You want to repeat this way of breathing a few more times to fully settle in and relax your body. Then you want to move into a state of restful alertness. See if you can let your muscles soften a little while keeping your awareness awake, like you're listening to a friend, not trying to fix anything. Then you're going to start the slow scan. Again, I'm going to run through this quicker than you would normally want to do on your own, so just note that as you listen. You're going to move your attention slowly and gently and consciously up through your body. So you want to start at your feet, then your toes, then your ankles, front and back, then move to your calves and your knees and your thighs, then your hips, your pelvis, your lower back region, your sides, your belly, mid-back, chest, arms, hands, fingers, upper back, shoulders, neck, front and back, jaw, your face, your ears, your eyes, your forehead, your head, and your scalp. And in each area, quietly ask, what do I notice here? Sensations might be neutral, pleasant, or even uncomfortable. There could be warmth, tightness, pulsing, heaviness, and ache. Remember, you're just noticing. You're not judging or trying to fix anything. Then you want to meet one area of discomfort. So if there's an area that feels painful or tense or just out of balance, see if you can bring your attention there gently without bracing or tensing up or creating a story around it. Just imagine placing a warm hand or a soft light there. You don't need to physically touch it unless you want to. You're just envisioning or imagining it happening. Then you want to move to saying thank you. So you can silently or out loud, you say, thank you, pain, or thank you, tension, or thank you, hot spot, whatever it is. Thank you for getting my attention. What are you showing me right now? Is there anything you'd like me to know or do in this moment? Then don't rush the answer. It might be a word, a memory, an image, or simply, I'm tired. Just trust your first impression and try not to judge or correct it. If nothing comes to you after waiting a moment, just trust that you'll receive some type of message or response to your question when the time is right. Or you could also pose the additional question, if I knew why this area was getting my attention with this discomfort, pain, illness, or whatever, what would that reason be? Then again, leave it and trust the answer will come. Then you want to close this exercise, the scanning exercise, with kindness. You end by saying something like, okay, body, pain, tension, or whatever, I hear you. I may not be able to fix everything today, but I'll do one small thing to support you. Then you want to close by taking one more slow breath and gently open your eyes when you're ready. The goal here isn't to make pain disappear on command. It's to change the relationship you have with it, to move from fighting your body to partnering with it. Over time, that shift can change how your nervous system processes pain and how you care for yourself day to day. The more you practice scanning your body, the more your body will tend to open up and share with you. Once comfortable with it, you can expand the practice to include your organs, your fascia, cells, and so on if this is something that speaks to you. To keep this practical in daily life, here's 3 simple questions you can experiment with this week. You might even put them on a sticky note or somewhere you'll see them. Number 1, where does my body feel loud today? That might be pain, tension, fatigue, restlessness. Instead of ignoring it, name it, acknowledge it, so it knows it's gotten your attention. Number 2, if this area could speak in words, what would it say? It might be something like, I'm overworked, I need movement, I need rest or quiet, I need time in nature or water today, or this situation feels like too much. And number 3, what's one small way I can respond? Not fixing everything, just one small response. Adjust your posture, step away from a screen, do some stretching, drink water, say no, pause or lie down, take a gentle walk, take a bath, or take 3 breaths before saying yes. These questions turn interoceptive awareness into micro-communication with your body. Over time, your system learns, when I speak, she listens. That alone can reduce the stress load and eliminate the need for your body to yell through bigger symptoms like pain or illness. As we close, here are a few questions you might carry into your journal, a walk, or a quiet pause. Where has my body been trying to get my attention? Through pain, tension, or fatigue, and what might it be asking for? And if I treated my body as my oldest, truest friend, how would I talk to her differently? And finally, what's one small way I can say thank you to my body this week, even if I don't love where I am right now or how she's feeling or expressing herself? You don't have to become a perfect listener overnight. Every time you pause, notice, and respond, even just a little bit, You're teaching your system, I won't abandon you anymore. We're in this together and I'm listening. If this episode helped you feel a bit more compassionate towards your own body, please follow, like, or subscribe to Rooted Insights so you don't miss upcoming conversations. If it feels supportive, leave a 5-star rating or positive review. It truly helps other women in this second season of life find these grounded, science-informed, and heart-centered tools. You can also share this episode with a friend who's living with chronic pain or quiet discomfort and might need a new way to begin to relate to her body. Remember, you're not behind. You're in a new season of your life, and your body has carried you this far. Thank you for being here, for your courage, for the ways you're choosing to befriend your body as you age and grow into more of who you really are. We're here, rooting in together, one sensation, one thank you pain, one act of everyday kindness to your body at a time. Until next time, thanks for listening.